Yes, it's the lead stand to honor America. And the men and women who fought for our country. The colors are presented in the East End Zone this evening. Performing the national anthem in the United States Army Band. Friday night in Suwanee. Glad to be football season. Thank you for being out here at North Gwinnett High School tonight.
Where's the York Suite? Grady's new digs.
You're the voice on radio. I'm not scared. That's good. Oh, yeah.
everybody. We appreciate you guys listening to Bulldog Radio. This is Bill Gilshin along with Steve Knudsen. We are here for our first broadcast of the year between the Stephenson Jaguars and the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. North Gwinnett. I don't know, Steve. Every year we come in saying, what's Bob Spar going to do with this team and how are we going to get our wins considering all the talent we lose.
And every year he finds a way to do it. So I'm excited. It's hard to believe another season's upon us.
I know. Although I know these boys are ready for some football. It's been a long summer of practice. This will be a really, really good test. Good scrimmage for North. Stephenson, always powerhouse. I mean, I think they're in the top 3 in sending kids to Division I colleges. So
they may be the top team in Georgia over the last 5 years in doing that at the D1 level anyway.
Yep, very possible. For you guys listening, the captains are on the field. Game should be starting in about a minute.
Looks like we've got Hayden Spire and Bobby Young, the captains for the offense and the defense, respectively, as well as a linebacker, Jerkees Smith, and Carter Cross as well. So looks like a group of seniors heading out there to represent the Bulldogs tonight.
A lot of talent on the field right there. Be anxious to see. We lost a bunch of seniors, including our quarterback, Michael Haynes, last year. Yeah, Michael, very dual-threat quarterback, able to throw the ball, but also able to run the ball really well. Hayden, much more of a pocket passer. Boy, does he have some wide receiver weapons around him this year.
He's got some guys that can bring it, Bill. Nate and Caleb on the outside. Almanzo, a consensus, top tight end for the country, as well as Daniel. It would be Beebe on the inside. So, yeah, and don't forget the transfer from Chattahoochee.
Yeah. CJ Leggett, who everybody's been saying has just been an absolute beast. So, I'm anxious. Also, we'll be anxious to see how the defense. We lost Coach Dixon. Left North to go be defensive coordinator at Burns. Powerhouse.
But, the way things worked out, ended up getting the defensive coordinator from Grayson to come over this year, who thought he had a head coaching position at Jeff County or over in Jefferson. And that fell apart, and he ends up over here. So what great fortune for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think they ended up with 2 coaches from Grayson. So it's good to see. I don't know about you, man, but I'm just ready for football.
Absolutely. Actually, it's football weather, too. I mean, mid-60s on a August evening? Are you kidding?
It's not raining.
And it's not raining.
Knock on wood.
The other coaching addition this year is Coach Jackson, who came from the University of Missouri.
Wow.
He's helping out on the offensive side, and to get a college coach with his experience is really fantastic for our offensive side of the line of scrimmage.
Right. North that has a bunch of new offensive linemen that they're having to replace this year. They lost Andy Kwan, center. They lost 2 guards.
But anchoring the line is Mitch Hyatt, who is a junior this year and has had as many as 20 schools looking at him as a tackle at the collegiate level. So Mitch does a great job anchoring that blind side.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Well, the game's just about to begin. Looking forward to it. Once again, it's the Stephenson Jaguars versus the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. We're live here from Tom Robinson Memorial Stadium. It looked like Stephenson, I'm not sure if they won the toss and elected to receive, but North will be kicking off.
We've got North kicking off, moving from our right to left, and Stephenson receiving, moving from our left to right. For those of you listening in.
You know, also for those listening in, unfortunately, we don't have a roster for Stephenson just yet. Hopefully, we're going to get one. So we'll just most likely be calling out numbers. So looks like it's number 4, back deep. D'Angola set to kick off, and we've got ourselves a football game.
We're underway at the goal line, and it's a touchback.
By number 9.
So it'll be Stephenson Jaguars ball at the 20-yard line.
Well, the kids sound fired up down there.
Yeah, Stephenson in a traditional blue and white uniform. The Bulldogs in their all black with red helmets.
Looks like on the defensive line, I see number 92, Henri St. Amour. And number 95, always the beast, Dante Sawyer. And Stephenson out of shotgun, 3 wide receiver set.
Drops back to throw. Short pass, looks like about 4 yards.
Looks like about a 3-4 yard completion. I'll bring up second down and 6. Who do we have over there playing corner?
Well, it looks like we've got Connor Clyde, number 22 on the near side.
Okay.
Avery Elford is one of the linebackers. And 2nd and 6, looks like. Handoff.
Stephenson hands the ball up the middle. Looks like he's got a big hole. That's going to be a first down. Tackled by number 3, Robert Pucciarella.
That was a delayed handoff and opened up pretty good hole.
Yeah, that was a nice hole. Stephenson got a real good push on the offensive line there. Going to bring a first down again for Stephenson at 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun again. He's looking to the right side. And really good coverage there by...
Good defense by Connor Clyde. He was on him tight the whole time. The ball deflected. Unfortunately, not able for anyone to get underneath it before it hit the ground.
It's going to bring up second down and 10 for Stephenson.
Tell you what, Stephenson's got some beef on that front line, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Trying to see who else is filling in. We've got, as we mentioned before, Carter Cross, middle linebacker, it looks like. He's approaching the line. Looks like they're trying to put some
Oh, really
pressure.
Nice tackle there by Bulldogs.
Yep, behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a 1 or 2 yard loss.
Looks like that was number 25, Jacob McCoy, in on the tackle. That's a really nice play, Stevie. They needed that.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up third down in about 11.
It's good to put him in a long yardage situation here, and that'd be great to force a punt right here.
Yeah. Stephenson going away, 4 wide receiver set. Quarterback out of the shotgun. With the tailback.
Looks like we got trips to the left here, but we've got a false start or illegal procedure of some kind. They'll back them up another 5, and it'll be 3rd and 16.
Very common to see that in the first. Wouldn't see a little bit more of that. First, scrimmage or preseason game, as you want to call it. So, better to get those out of your system now.
That's right. You know, another one of our linebackers out there is Parker Seacrest, a hard-hitting junior. They bring pressure. Parker up the middle. It's a screen, though. Got to see if Good pursuit from behind, and they'll hold him short by about 2 yards.
That's a really nice play, though, there by number 25 of Stephenson. But there is a flag on the field.
The officials are huddling.
It looks like it could be unsportsmanlike, Steve. That was after the play.
Have a continuation foul.
It
Let's see what the
wouldn't
head
surprise
official
me at all.
brings back. Looks like a dead ball against
It's going to be against Stephenson.
Stephenson. Personal foul.
Personal foul. A little extracurricular activity after the play. That's going to back him up.
Moves it back almost to where the line of scrimmage was, but of course they lose the down. It's 4th down, and they're going to have to punt.
Stephenson at their 25-yard line. Here comes a punt.
It's a shank. Looks like off the right side of his foot. It's going to bounce out of bounds about the 45-yard line.
North's going to have great field position here. Well, let's look at our new offense. Hayden Spires. Coach Spires on this is his first year starting quarterback. We've got a new run back in number 7, C.J. Leggett.
We got
Me and Steve were saying unbelievable wide receivers and a bunch of new offensive linemen. Paul Hirschman's the center. I think who's out there right now?
Mitch Hyatt, of course.
Mitch on the left. Des, Dre on the guard. Not to see who's playing the right side. But typical North in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers.
Caleb Scott to the near side. Nate Brown to the far side. Hayden throws to Nate on a little in pattern. Looks like not much of a gain.
That was some really good pursuit there by Stephenson. Not letting the receiver do anything after he caught the ball. So really good tackle.
A bit of a hurry-up offense here tonight. Line's already ready. We've got trips right. Caleb by himself to the near side.
And there goes CJ.
First handoff to Liggett. He almost breaks it. Number 20 for the Jaguars was there to get a shoestring tackle.
But just on that first run, Steve, you can see the power he runs with. That was a nice gain. Picked up about 7 yards. Going to bring up, I think it's third
and short, maybe about 2. Again, North quick to the line. Hayden goes for a fade to Caleb, but the defender falls down and trips the receiver, and they're going to call it incidental.
Yeah, I think that ball was just, it was overthrown. And just incidental contact there.
Scott would have had to put on his track shoes, hurdle that guy cleanly in order to make that play.
Well, North's going to go for it on 4th and 2, 4th and 3, Leggett in the backfield.
Hayden Spire looks to the sidelines for a last-second adjustment. We got single wideouts, tight ends in tight. Run up the middle of CJ. It's going to be held about a yard short.
It's going to be short. Nice tackle there by number 54. He was right in there on impact.
Well, they show it as no gain, Bill, and it'll be Jaguar ball.
Yeah. Nice defensive stand there. I mean, North, got the ball in very good field position, but really just couldn't do anything with it. So. That's going to bring up first down for Stephenson at the 35-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Nice run there by number 22.
Got a gain of about 5.
Yeah. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for Stephenson. The quarterback is under center.
Fairly
Handoff again. Oh, but really
Big
good
hit.
defensive play.
Big hit by Carter Cross to come in and fill that hole. Tell you what,
I think that was Parker Seacrest.
Was it?
Yeah, nice. Big hit.
Tell you what, pound for pound, that Carter Cross is one of the strongest kids out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're right, we've got Parker kind of looking like he's in a middle linebacker position. Roll out to the left side. Hit the short target, number 3 at the 50 for, looks like a first down.
Yep. Quarterback rolled out to the left. Number 3 kind of just snuck in that no man's land, and it's going to be a first down for Stephenson at the 50.
Stephenson going with a bit of a no huddle, hurry up offense here. Under center, quarterback drops back, hands off, but he's met in the hole. The running back is going to lose a yard.
I think that was Dante who met him straight up. He's a beast.
Yeah, filled the hole. That was a great play by the North defense.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
Stephenson goes to a traditional 2 wideout set. The one side is near us here. Under center, the quarterback drops back, hands it off, but
boy, that was really, really nice defense.
North is getting some penetration on that Jaguar line.
And it looked like Stephenson was trying to do like a slow draw play there, and North just really ate that up.
Yeah, you've got to, I think you're going to have a little more of a delay than that.
Yeah.
Or a little more misdirection or something, because that North defense was in the backfield nearly as quick as the...
Exactly. Almost right as he was handing the ball off, there was contact.
Yep.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 15.
Get another long yardage situation. We got a blitz up the middle. They force the quarterback out of the pocket, and it looks like
he's going to get it, I think.
He's going to get it. He had a couple defenders on his heels, but he ran out of bounds about the 35-yard line, 36, and that's a first down for the Jaguars.
Good job by Stephenson, quarterback, the heads-up play. And nobody open, and he realized he could pick up the first down on his own. So that's first down for Stephenson at the 35-yard line. Handoff up the middle to number 25.
Thinks about cutting it back, but looks like he's going to pick up 3.
That's Seacrest in on the tackle. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for Stephenson.
So it looks like we've got Cody Butcher, Henry Sainamore, and Dante Sawyer are 3 down. Well, they made a change.
Yeah, they just brought in a couple. They just brought in some new players. They brought in 45, Louis Saab.
Okay.
But 2nd down 7 here for Stephenson.
We got a 2-back set, I formation. It goes to the back, and he's stopped for, it looks like, a gain of about 1.
Yeah, it was number 22, Connor Clyde, in there again. I tell you, Connor just has a way, Steve. We've followed him for, probably 8 years. He really just has a sense of sniffing out the ball.
He does. He is a ball hawk. There's no doubt about it. Usually where the ball is, you'll see Connor not far away.
No. And on passing plays, he really just has a sense of where the ball is. And he's not a very big corner, so, but very, very talented. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for Camden.
Drops and goes deep to the left side, but the receiver was
a little overthrown.
Yeah, pushed wide of where the ball ended up. So whether that was good defense or a bad throw, it brings up 4th and 6.
Yeah, I think the quarterback overthrew him there, Stevie.
I don't think we're going to see a lot of special teams unless we get down pretty close tonight. So probably a lot of looks at fourth down, seeing what they can.
Yeah, especially you give them the ball, you give it up, you give it a pretty long field. So
a little bit of a pump fake and a great
really
play.
Nice play there by Bobby Young.
Yeah, Bobby is going to be a great safety for us this year, and that was a good heads-up play. Hit the running back on the screen pass low and knocked him straight to the ground.
Yeah, that was a really nice defensive hold there at the end. Concerning Stephenson was moving the ball, having some success against North Steve.
I mean, overall, except for the one long run by the quarterback, which, he was forced in the pocket, the defense looked pretty good there.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden drops back a little under route to Almanzo. And, or was that, it might have been Nate. That's Nate on a kind of an inside swing pass. And Stephenson, is closing holes pretty quick themselves.
They are. North going to a two-wide receiver set this time. Leggett in the backfield. Hand off to Leggett. Oh, really great tackle from behind by number 20.
Yeah, another just got him by the shoestring. CJ's been about 12 inches on two different plays from breaking some big runs.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Looks like Scott on the near side. Now Monzo, Daniel, and a BB across the middle, tight end, and he gets the first down.
That's good to see for North. We needed that one.
Yeah, he's a big target. He's Daniel's about 6'4", and Hayden put that right where it needed to be.
That's first down for the Bulldogs on the 45-yard line. Brown in motion, handoff Leggett, who trips.
Yeah, he lost his footing. I'm not sure if that was the two of them in the backfield getting tangled up, or.
Yeah, I think he just slipped. I didn't see him get tangled.
Sometimes the brain gets ahead of the body there.
Yeah, that one blade of grass gets you every time.
So Spire in the shotgun. Gets some pressure, but he gets it out. Oh, Scott drops the ball. Had a little bit of a pick play going there with Almanzo. Brown coming out to block the defender.
Yeah, I think Caleb was off and running before he secured that pass. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. Long situation for North here.
So the tight ends switch sides. Almanzo on the far side, now Daniel on the near side. And wideouts, too. And we have a little screen play to CJ. It's like a gain about 2, but it's going to leave us a long way from the first down.
Yeah, North, I should say Stephenson is, really quick to the ball.
Yeah, they are. So it looks like we're going to see our special teams for the first time tonight. North in an unusual
dual kickers.
They used this last year to good effect. And this is going to be another one. It's kicked all the way down to the 15. The return, man, gets a good head start on that and runs it out to about the 35. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, it was a nice play. Nice run there by Stephenson.
Like
flag
maybe,
on the field.
Yeah, looked like maybe as the return man spun, someone got a hold of his helmet and it flew off.
Well, we've got no score here with 1:17 remaining in the first quarter. Nice night of football here in Suwanee, Georgia.
I really expected it to be another one of those summer nights, Bill, where we're fighting the sun.
I know.
And here we have beautiful conditions for playing football. They may have picked up that flag.
Yeah, I think they're still trying to figure this one out.
The interesting thing was the flag came from this side of the field, and the play was on the far side, so I'm not sure what our referee on this side saw. But it looks like it's been picked up and put away, and it's 1st and 10 on the 30.
Yep, they're backing it up.
And just when I say that, but now the yardage markers.
No, this isn't right.
Yeah, they're moving them back. Okay, so it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25.
Which is really right about where he went out of bounds. So first down for Stephenson at the 25-yard line. A two-wide receiver set. Handoff up the middle, and he is met right away.
Again, North has just got great penetration. I don't know if it's just great anticipation on the part of those linemen, but they are getting into the backfield quickly.
They really are. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. Loss of 3 there by Stephenson.
Hopefully, if North plays true to form, they'll be able to get some pressure on. This is definitely a passing down. Looks like a short dump off over the middle to tight end number 3. Picked up about 10. But with the first loss on first down, it's going to bring up 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, that's the second catch for number 3 for Stephenson. He's doing a good job of just finding the hole in defense.
Settles into that hole, and quarterback tries to get North to jump off sides.
Yeah, I think he's going to just wait for the quarter to run out.
Looks like we'll be switching ends.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1 here in Suwanee, Georgia. No score. Both offenses, I should say, really good defensive play on both sides.
And early in a season, it's usually that way, Bill. Defense, they're taught to react, and the offense has got to figure out where they need to be and when they need to be there. So usually seems to be a little bit of acceleration for the defense, or it seemingly looks like they're on top of their game a little earlier than the offense.
And with the typical North defense, Steve, very aggressive. Typically, somebody's blitzing.
Yep.
From some part on the field, some player is. So.
Yeah, that's that 3 lineman, 5 linebacker setup that they've got going, and like you said, they bring pressure, and you never really know where it's going to come from. It can come from a lot of different directions.
This team, as usual, has a lot of hitters.
Yeah, somehow they're able to just breathe that no abandon or play on the defensive side of the ball. So what do we got? 3rd and 3, and it's about the 32-yard line.
Not too much going on there in the first quarter. I think it's typical of your first quarter of a football game, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And the other thing is these are 2 very, very good teams.
Both of these teams in their respective levels of play are in the playoffs almost every year.
Yeah. So 3rd and short to start the second quarter. Stephenson on the 30.
North shows some pressure, and he sacks him.
Oh, boy, that was
He
a
comes
nice
in.
play.
That was a great delayed blitz by, it looks like number 48, Joshua Sanji.
Really good play. Boy, he just came.
It might have been 49. I'm going to have to get my prescription.
And just like that, Stevenson's in punting formation. And North should get the ball and with relatively good field position once again.
It's a low line drive, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds at about the 40 of North Gwinnett.
We got another flag on the field here, Steve.
Also something not uncommon in early stages of
No,
the
not at all.
season. Yeah. Desmond Fields, number 49, was the kid who made the great play in the backfield there to sack Stephenson, quarterback. And we've got,
I think they just picked up the flag. Maybe somebody, a player went out of bounds, and that's where he's marking it. But North's going to get the ball on the 40-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Leggett in the backfield.
Inspire under center. Handoff is to CJ, and he tries it up the middle. Maybe off left guard. Looks like he maybe picked up a yard. There's not been a lot up the middle against
No,
this
there really
Stevenson
hasn't been.
defense. Hayden in the shotgun. He looks out to Daniel, number 15, who dives for that catch, picks up a couple.
Norwich just really not being able to get in any type of groove, Steve. All their passes seem to be really short. And they're just picking up really small chunks of yardage. Once again, they're third and long, 3rd and 8.
Yep. We need a good route and a good throw from quarterback Spire right here. He hits.
Incomplete pass, almost an interception.
Almost. That ball was up in the air a long time, and one of the Stephenson Jaguars almost came down with it. The throw was to Almanzo Brown across the middle, and again, it was more of a short dump off, hoping he could get to the first down yardage.
Right.
So quick 3 and out for the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
And
North not being able to move the ball really at all, which is very un-North-like.
so they're in their dual punt formation. This time it goes to the left side. And the
Nice
punter
big high.
gets a Stevenson bounce at the 24, and it's down at the 25.
We got another flag here, Stevie. This is
Yeah.
a little chippiness.
A lot of laundry out this evening, Bill. Well, we've got a good crowd here tonight for this preseason game.
Looks like it's holding on North. It is holding on North.
They're going to make him re-kick, or it looks like they're going to ask him to do that again.
Yep. So Stevenson electing to have North re-punt. Backs him up. Stevenson's return man's right at about the 25-yard line. Just at 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Still 0-0.
This time it goes to the right punter on the right side, and it looks like they're going to get their 10 yards.
Yeah. Ball goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Two completely different kicks, but
Yeah.
about the same amount of yardage, and it looks like the Jaguars are going to start on their 34-yard line. So we need the defense to step up again and put pressure on that Stephenson offense. And
Yep. And defense is doing their job. But I should say both defenses are doing their job.
got single back. Handoff is to that single back. This time he weaves through a little hole and picks up about 5.
Nice run. It looked like he had a little bit more there, and then the defense just came in and squashed him. But a nice pickup of about 5 yards. Going to bring up second down and 5 for Stephenson.
He did a really good job in the initial part of that run, staying behind his blocker.
Yeah, he did.
North's got quite a few guys on the line of scrimmage here. Looks like they're trying to bring some pressure. And they do, and they get a shoestring tackle by
Dante.
And it looks like a loss of about 9 on that play.
Dante Sawyer, number 95, just blew his guy up. He has he's the whole package, Steve. Fast, extremely strong. I remember in a game last year where he ran down, he missed the sack and caused a fumble about 40 yards down the field. So
yeah, probably more than anything, he doesn't give up on any play.
He's got a motor.
So it's third and about 13. A little bit of pressure. The quarterback just lofts it up. The receiver adjusts to the ball, but not enough to get under it.
Yeah, I thought there could have been a flag there.
It looked like as the receiver tried to adjust to that ball that the defender was making a lot of contact.
There's number 18, Elijah Edwards with us, the defender on that play.
I think that's one of those plays, Bill, where if he turned around and looked, he could have picked that ball off. It was kind of up for grabs. Quarterback threw off his back foot and just hoisted it up there. So we got a punting situation for the Jaguars, and there's, you guessed it, another flag.
Yeah, that's about our 8th. It's a false start on Stephenson. It's going to back him up, made 4th and 18, which is really going to give North good field position. Did North maybe decline that?
No, they did move him back. It's at the 26-yard line. Ooh, good punt.
Oh, nice boot.
Long and line drive, and it's going to squirt out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice kick. And for the second time in a row, North really seemed to have their return men really up pretty close.
Expecting, something a little shorter, because that one had some distance and some velocity.
Yeah. That was well over their heads by, a good 15 yards. Well, North's offense is going to take over with 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. And, Steve, they need to start making something happen up there.
Yeah, it may be time to stretch this defense a little bit. Looks like we got the same package. Almanzo Brown and Daniel Emmett or BB at tight end. Nate and Caleb. Now let's see. There we go. Almanzo with great. Or was that Nate? That was Nate Brown on that wide receiver slant pass across the middle. But we've got more laundry. North's clapping, so I think that might mean that it's against the Jaguars, and it is.
It is. Pass interference on Stevenson's going to make a first down for North.
That's North's first down in a while.
It really is.
Let's hope that that leads to some momentum here.
4 wide receivers set. Looks like we got a new running back. That's Wesley Edwards, number 3.
New receiver on the top side, too. A little swing pass to Daniel. He gets a great block by Nate Brown, and he's up to very close to first down.
Nice block there by Jay Hearn, number 58. Got some new offensive linemen in, number 54, Drew Scruggs.
And it is a first down.
So 2 first downs in a row here by North. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Spires looks one way, then looks the other, but then tries to scramble. Oh, looks like we may have a face mask.
Yeah, it looks like we're definitely going to have a face mask.
As the defender reached out and Hayden slid to the ground, he grabbed his front of his helmet. Well, it didn't look like much. It's going to be a face mask.
Yeah. Five yards incidental contact.
Now, at some of the other levels, Bill, they've done away with that 5-yard incidental face mask, but looks like we've still got that here at the high school level. Little misdirection, delayed handoff to number 3.
Wesley Edwards.
Wesley Edwards, I'll tell you what, he was a lot of fun to watch at the end of last year, too. That kid's quick, he's got quick feet, can really make people miss.
Very different running back than C.J. Leggett, so he's much more of a speedster, a scat back, your little Reggie Bush type.
And at 1st and 5, he runs to the 30 and gets another first down.
Yep. North, really good drive going right here, so let's hope it.
Looks like maybe a false start. Yep. Movement on the line.
Yeah, bunch of new offensive linemen this year. So now they're juggling centers. I think that's Dre playing center now. And they moved him over from guard. A lot of juniors on the offensive line this year for North.
So it's 1st and 15. They fake the handoff.
That's Daniel again, number 15.
Yep, they fake the handoff to Edwards and throw the quick out to the tight end, and they pick up about 4.
North going to 4 wides. You got Scott, Caleb Scott to the right, to the right.
Hayden drops back, dumps it off. And it looks like that might be Almanzo Brown.
It is, number 8.
Pickup of about 6 to the 25. So Nate goes far side. Caleb near side. Hayden drops back. Oh, they're looking for a little screen. And while
boy, big old number 50 just squashed a little Wesley.
That was a little slow developing.
And that might have, they're going to go for a field goal. This is no gimme.
It's going to be a 47-yarder, which at this level, the high school level, that's a fur piece.
Yeah.
Last-minute addition to the end of the line here. And the kick is up.
That's going to be well short.
It's going to land under the goalpost. So Stephenson will take over at about the 30-yard line.
Well, good drive North had going. Just got stalled out there.
Yeah, that was a little more like the explosiveness that we're used to seeing from the North Gwinnett Bulldogs.
Oh, it's good to see Spires throwing the ball a little bit more downfield, Steve.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, you know, a lot of times when he's in the shotgun and he's throwing these dump passes, a lot of times the receiver's catching it almost at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. So,
and then they've got to make something happen.
Absolutely. You know, we have not seen him try to complete a pass to Caleb yet. And Caleb's a tremendous weapon.
Yep. Yeah, this Stephenson team looks like it's got some speed on defense.
And like we said earlier, big. Both these defenses look unbelievable. I mean, just even for the first game.
Yep.
I mean, there's just no holes there.
No, that hole was plugged immediately. The running back tried to go around, and by then the pursuit was there, and it was bottled up.
2nd down and 10 here for Stephenson. 4:50 remaining in the second quarter. A scoreless ball game here in Suwanee. Beautiful night for football.
It's the perfect night. Quarterback dropped back to pass and had nowhere to go. It looks like
I think it was 45. Lewis Saab and Parker Sechrist both in on. It looked like they had something, but the quarterback, got hit and it disappeared. It's got to bring up 3rd down and long here. 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Yeah, he eluded the first push, but the second guy was able to get him and put him into this long distance
Stephenson
situation.
going 5 wides here. Really nice pass. Boy.
Depending on the spot, Bill, it's going to be very close to the first down. I think they're giving him a fairly generous spot, the way he had to come back for that ball.
I think it's a good spot. But that quarterback showed some zip there. He rifled that in there.
And was that the first? That may have been the first 5 receiver set we've seen.
It was. They're going back to it right now.
They had some success, and they're going to stick with it. From the shotgun, the ball's on the ground, but he picks it up, goes wide to number 7. Pickup of about 7.
18 Edwards knocking him out of bounds. But headsy play there by number 12. Was able to pick up that really low snap.
Yeah, a lot of times when they look down, either they don't look down and they can't get a handle of the ball, or they look down and they lose where their receivers are. But he did a good job of finding the ball and getting it out to the flat.
And they're going to stick with this 5 wide receiver set. 3 to the right, 2 to the left.
And they force some pressure. That's a good play by number 91.
91, Cody Butcher.
They bottled up. Our past defenders did a good job of not giving him an open look initially, and he tucked it and tried to get away and was not able to, for a loss of about 1 yard.
And North bringing back in number 92, Henri St. Amour, and number 95, Dante Sawyer. So they do not want Stephenson to pick up this 3rd down conversion. It's 3rd and 5.
Back again in that 5 receiver set, 3 to the near side this time. From the shotgun. Again, he's forced to bring it down, but this time he's got room up the middle, and he scrambles for about 8 or 9, and he'll get the first down.
Really good job of the quarterback avoiding contact. It looked like there was one North defender, close, but quarterback made him miss. And 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. We got our first timeout.
Yeah, this quarterback's quick, and if you don't plug that hole quick, he's going to pick up some yards.
Well, what are you thinking so far?
I like what I see. Again, I think the defense usually gets off to a faster start, and they're doing a good job. Lots of pressure on the quarterback. Lots of tackles behind the line of scrimmage, so that's great on the defensive side. Offensive side, I think we saw some good stuff in that last drive.
Yeah. I know North would have been a little bit more excited if they could have got CJ a little bit more action, but with it being the first game, I know they want to get a lot of guys in. North suited up everybody. I'm pretty sure even the freshmen have suited up for this game, which is great for the freshmen as well.
That's one thing that Coach Spires does a great job with all of his players year in and year out, getting them on the sidelines, getting them into different games, and that way when it really matters and they get their shot as upperclassmen, it's not a new feeling.
Right.
Got an I formation, 1st and 10 from the 45. Quarterback drops back. He gets flushed out.
Really nice play.
A little bit
There's
of a
Sawyer.
Juke and got Sawyer to slow up on his angle, and he'll pick up about 12 for another first down.
Stephenson doing a good job. Good job by the quarterback getting out of bounds as well, although a clock stop anyway for a first down.
So we're at the 43-yard line.
43-yard line, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So let's see if North can buckle up here. And
Stephenson really threatening for the first time. And we've got a deep throw ball, and the receiver goes up over the top of the defender and catches it and takes it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, really nice catch there. Really nice catch.
The receiver made that play because the defender stopped with that ball hanging up and looked like he might have been able to. He was camped.
Oh, we have two flags here, Steve. We got a flag almost at the 50. So that's got to be away from the ball.
Could be a good sign, and it looks like everybody's coming back. There's also two flags down at the goal line.
Yeah, but this flag must have happened before the play, so I don't think it would be offsetting.
The way that Stevenson's coming back to line up makes it look like at least the initial flag at midfield is against the Jaguars.
Well, let's see what the refs say. I got to be honest with you. I thought Connor was going to pick that ball off.
Yeah, I did too. We've got a chop block. It looks like a block below the waist against the Jaguars, and that's going to move him back 10. And a personal foul also against the Jaguars.
Boy, does that change the field.
That is a huge swing, Bill, to go from a touchdown, great play by the wide receiver for the Jaguars.
Really good play. I mean, it seemed like it was just a jump ball.
It was, and the receiver timed it better than the defender and came down with it. Now, it looks like we may have 1st and 20.
2nd and 40?
Yeah. We'll see if they change that down number, but they're all the way back at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 40.
So for a first down would be at the 33 of North Gwinnett, and the snap will take place at the 30 of the Jaguars.
Not only that, Steve, I mean, with 2 minutes to go, North now is in a position where they may be able to get the ball back and actually have a series themselves.
And, again, great for a first preseason scrimmage that they can maybe get the ball.
work a two-minute,
do a hurry up.
Very different in high school and college, because unlike the pros where the clock doesn't stop, 2 minutes is a long time if you're getting first downs.
If you get first downs and you use the sideline to your advantage, you can get a lot of plays in a 2-minute stretch.
Well, I'm sure the Stephenson coaching staff cannot be happy with that at all. Going from a touchdown and, boy, changed the field 70 yards.
Yeah, they've still got the 1 over there, so it looks like it's 1st and 35 from the 32-yard line. And they got to go to the 33. You don't see that very often.
No.
They're back to their 5-receiver set.
I would think so. I would think they'd be going to some type of hurry-up offense.
The nice thing here, we've got pressure. We've got a hand on him. He's going to have to scramble. And he does scramble. He gets out of the pocket, but he gets great hit by Avery, number 24. Textbook.
But a really good job by the quarterback of making a lot of North guys miss.
He did make a lot of them miss, but
that's
tell you what, Avery hit him with his shoulder, wrapped up the legs, stood him up, put him down.
And really smart play here by North taking a timeout. Well, I think that was a really, really smart call here by North, taking the timeout. You know, let's regroup and make sure we do not give up a big play here.
That, as well as preserving the time that's on the clock, because now it's second and a loss of 2 brings up, 37 yards for the first down. It's obviously a passing situation. An incomplete pass here, a couple incomplete passes, and you're still going to have quite a bit of time on the clock.
The other thing, Steve, is unlike a lot of years in the past, North has a lot of juniors on defense this year. Whether A, if they're starting, or B, if they're not starting in this defense, they're playing an awful lot.
That's right. Yeah, I think this is a strong junior class. We've got obviously some great seniors and good leaders at the senior level, but we do have a lot of, we've got to throw out to the flat. And he picks up a little bit, maybe 8 yards, Bill, but the good thing there is forced out of bounds, the clock's going to stop.
Yeah. Well, unlike years past where North had, a lot of their studs a couple of years ago where they were all seniors.
Right.
And this year, Avery's a junior, Parker's a junior, Ben Carswell's a junior. Avery's a junior.
Ben's one of those guys that right now, tonight he's not making an impact because he's not suited up, but he's a beast. And when he gets in there.
Great baseball player as well.
Absolutely. Parker Seacrest, I think you mentioned.
And Henri.
And then on the offensive side, you've got Almanzo Brown and Daniel Imitabibi that are both juniors. Now he's trying to hand the ball off. It's going nowhere.
Yeah, if I were North, I'd be calling a timeout here.
And it looks like they are. So they're going to force the punt. What a turn of events from a touchdown called back to now forcing a punt at the 35-yard line.
What do you think, Steve? You go for the block right here?
I'd put as much pressure on him as I could.
Me too.
So far, our return game has not been there. We haven't judged the
I agree. I mean,
ball yet.
He shanked the first one. Really off, very, very short. But I thought our return men are way too close, are not far enough to catch the ball. We're way too way too close.
So far, I think maybe from that first shank they, kind of got sucked up a little bit because the last 2 kicks have been 5 to 10 yards over their head.
Right. And if you're a return man, you want to be going towards the ball as opposed to trying to catch it over your shoulder.
You want that head of steam moving the other direction.
Got Chase Young is back at the once again he looks short. There we go.
All right, they're backing him up a few.
Back it up.
Our special teams coach has made an adjustment there, and this is a short punt. Kind of a squib punt, not much on that one at all.
I was getting nervous that it was going to hit the North guy
It
there for a
almost looked
second.
like the Bulldog that was blocking the gunner. It almost looked like he was going to be pushed right into that ball.
It wouldn't surprise me, Steve, if this is Hayden's last series. It wouldn't surprise me if we see John or Zerla or Grant Manning in the second half. I'm really just not sure how long these coaches have agreed to play their seniors.
Yeah, that's a good question, Bill. It will be interesting to see. I think at this level you've got to get a lot of kids, as many reps as you can, and you never know. The way the boys hit these days, you got to have backups ready to fill in.
Absolutely. And the other thing is, there's nothing like game experience.
Exactly.
You could practice all you want. Oh, nice
there
pass.
We go. There we go. We had a release on Caleb Scott and a beautifully thrown ball by Hayden Spire.
That was a great throw by Hayden. That's the first pass down that we've really seen.
Yep. That was a go, but it was that medium distance. And here we got Hayden rolling out, and he's going to hit.
That's going to be
Nate.
Nate.
He's going to hit Nate Brown on a comeback route, and he's going to get another, looks like, first down. So 2 balls, 2 first downs, and North is in the hurry up. We've got 1 minute and 5 left.
Handoff.
Oh, looks like that ball's on the turf.
Let's hope North got that. Not only this isn't good, Steve, because this is taking time off the clock.
Yeah, we're at 47 seconds, and
that's
I'm not
CJ
sure.
again.
That was CJ. It was not a good handoff. And now they're saying that the Jaguars may have come up with that ball. They are. First down signal from the head official.
Oh, that hurts.
That was one. I think they were just trying to catch the defense napping with a little delayed draw play and the handoff, and I wasn't able to see whether it was a bad handoff by Hayden or a bad grab by the running back. But
it looked like the way the running back was holding his head, Steve, afterwards. That
may have been on him.
Yeah.
Well, the ball never seemed to get put away, and the quarterback's going deep. We got another jump ball, but this time the receiver and the defender misjudge it, and it falls incomplete.
That's 40 seconds remaining.
We've got a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, this looks like unsportsmanlike on North, which the last thing you want to be doing is giving Stephenson 15 yards.
Yeah.
And a first down.
I mean, to move the ball from the 40 of Stephenson to the 45 of North, that's a gift that we can't afford to give them at this stage.
That's just a really mental mistake right there. I mean, at this point, when you're North, you just want to get out, get off the field.
Right, preserve the tie at this stage.
Nothing silly.
Get to the locker room, make some adjustments.
Nice run by number 9.
Number 9, kind of a flanker.
He's still moving.
He moves the pile down past the sticks and gets another first down for the Jaguars. So with 28 seconds left,
plenty of time,
the Jaguars take a timeout. Well, Bill, we've seen some real yardage movements that haven't necessarily been because of the a lot of penalties today, which makes sense. It's the first time on the field, but to turn the ball over.
Last minute and a half it's been really sloppy football on both sides. You have a 70-yard penalty, and then North looks like they're getting ready to do something, and they mishandle a handoff.
Cough the ball up, and then a couple of mental lapses here on defense, and Stephenson is about ready to.
Well, I mean, they've got the ball. I'm not sure what their kicker's like, but they're threatening to score.
That's right. They're threatening to put some points on the board and get some momentum going into halftime. Got a single back set. North shows pressure, then backs out of it. They hand it off.
Oh, really nice tackles there.
Great tackle by Carter Cross, and I'll tell you what, number 91,
Cody Butcher.
Cody Butcher
he's all over the place.
He's involved in a lot of plays tonight.
Yeah.
So when he comes in to give Dante a little breather, he's making a difference. 15 seconds to go. The ball sits at the 31-yard line.
That was a really big stand there. I mean, I know it's only one play, but it really slowed down Stephenson's momentum.
Looks like the Jaguars have one more timeout, but it did force them to take their second timeout. If they can do that one more time, it'll force the Jaguars to have to throw the ball, and we've been doing pretty good against the pass tonight.
Yeah, other than the jump ball, other than that one. So 2nd down and 8, 15 seconds remaining. Stephenson has the ball at the North 30. 2nd down and 8, but scoreless ball game. Stephenson goes back to their 5 wide-out set, which they've been very successful with. Quarterback drops back.
There's no initial. He goes to run it. Parker Seacrest initially. It looks like they may hold him short of the first down, but again, we've got.
That's going to do it, Stevie.
Okay. That's good news for the Bulldogs, because I think the far official was going to give them that first down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they got it. Well, North's going off the field. So
North sprinting off the field. The linesman on this side had him at least a yard short, and they're calling it halftime.
Well, at halftime here at Tom Robin Memorial Stadium, North Gwinnett 0, Stephenson 0. We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes to call the second half, and we appreciate everybody listening. We'll be back.
See down in Atlanta. Pick up the zone.
Actually, Wesley ran the ball better than Sue did.
Luther Lovis.
Yeah.
Lovis is the player.
We're not getting the push on the offensive line. And
We off.
yeah. And we need to be doing much better when he's moving to the left and moving around the pocket, as opposed to just going.
You gotta remember, this defense line's one of the best defense lines in the face all year. They're studs. They'll have two guys off that defense line going D1.
They're big and they're fast.
Yes.
I mean, they're broken off.
They're nasty.
But our defense looks great.
everybody.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate everybody who's listening to us on North Gwinnett broadcast. This is Bill Gilshin along with Steve Knudsen.
Looks like both teams took a little extra time in the locker room, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Getting them coached up before we come out here for the second half. They're going through their warm-up drills now.
I would say that's your typical first half of your first, I'm not going to say scrimmage, but first preseason game. I'm not going to say either team looked crisp by any sense. I thought both defenses looked better than both offenses.
Yep. And, we talked about that. I think early in the season that's to be expected. Usually it doesn't really matter which level of football. The defense seems to get a jump on the offense to start the season.
Maybe they're a little hungrier, too. Well, we got about 2 minutes of warm-ups, and then be anxious to see how much, are they going to play the starters maybe for another quarter or just ease some of the backup players in. Yeah,
that's going to be interesting to see if we can call some other names throughout the second half. I'm sure we will.
I think it's important, like we talked about earlier. You're one injury away from counting on somebody else.
Yeah.
And I know it's an unfortunate thing to happen, but guess what? It happens, and it happens all the time. And I think that's what makes these programs like North and Stephenson so good, is that they have the depth.
Yeah, they can fill those holes.
And the next man in mentality works. And I think Coach Spires stresses that. And I know in the past years they do a great job, even in games where, we have the game pretty much under control, of getting players in.
North Gwinnett does a great job of getting a lot of opportunity to their kids. And, that's one thing I really appreciate about Coach Spires is he looks for the opportunity to get reps for everybody.
Yeah. And, those second and third stringers and fourth stringers, guess what? They're practicing just the exact amount of time as the starters. So,
yep.
Football in the South, I always joke around, it's like a job. High school football is like a full-time job.
It is a year-round.
It is.
Program. There's no doubt about it. These teams that compete year in and year out do so because they put the time in. And
well, I know that's what Coach Spires has brought to this program. Before Coach Spires came north, they were not a perennial powerhouse by any stretch. What is it, 7 or 8 seasons in a row of 10 wins?
Yeah.
Winning the conference, almost every year. But what I like a lot about North, Steve, is a lot of times, you wait till it's your turn to play, okay? Like Hayden, okay? Mm-hmm. He sat behind 2 very good quarterbacks, okay? Mikey last year. And it's like, guess what? Now it's your turn.
That's right.
And I think they get such great, work, as sophomores and juniors that they're just ready to step in. They're ready to be the new leaders.
The sophomores and juniors in this program get a lot of experience, as we talked about just a few minutes ago. And that means when it is their time to step in and step up. It's not new. And they've had some odd field experience, and it's sure there's always the pressure of making it count when it's your turn, but they have been out there, they've gotten the nerves out, and they're ready to play.
It's such a good confidence builder as well, And I think that's smart on the coaching staff's point, because psychologically, these kids say to themselves, yeah, I got in for, 12 plays, or I got in for 16 plays at varsity.
Yep. Well, like you said, I mean, when you play football in the South, if you don't get those opportunities to get on the field, you can, you can be frustrated very quick when it's 90 degrees and 90% humidity, and you start asking what for. And when you get in on Friday night, then you all know what it's for.
Right. Stephenson set to kick off here, and we got ourselves the second half.
And that ball's going to go out of bounds about the 10-yard line, and
North's going to get the ball in great field position. Well, let's see if we got, let's see here. It looks like we've got, let's see here, Steve.
Yeah, they're moving forward for 35.
I think it'll be, 35.
Yeah.
Who's in at quarterback? Is it still Hayden?
There's number 4. That is Hayden Spire.
Okay, and it looks like they're going with their starters, because that looks like CJ in the backfield.
CJ's in the backfield. Looks like Caleb up top on the far side. Almanzo in the tight end. Daniel on this side. And they've got someone in the slot. I wonder if that's one of the who's lining up behind it. Yeah, I think that's Stackhouse.
Okay.
I think that's Jay Stackhouse, number 1, lining up in the slot.
Well, first down here for North. Hayden in the shotgun.
Stackhouse in motion, and it's a handoff to CJ.
Boy, Stephenson is just doing a great job of wrangling him up.
I'll tell you what, that defensive end blew that up and forced him to try to stretch it out, and linebacker filled in, and it was done.
Yeah. I mean, great pursuit to the ball. A loss of 2 on the play is going to bring up second down and 12 for North. North going with the 3 wide receiver set to the right. Hayden in the shotgun.
Nate Brown in this time.
Let's see if they can get downfield here.
It's second and 12, so they're going to need a good chunk of yards here. He goes deep to Caleb Scott, and it's over the outside shoulder. He pulls it in. That's a great catch, a great adjustment by Caleb Scott.
Yep. Good throw, great catch.
That's what you watch this happen. When those quarterbacks can figure out how to put that ball on the outside shoulder and let their guy go up and make an adjustment, that was perfect. So it's first down. They're at the 42, 43. Oh, a little delay to CJ. He busted up the middle, and he's got about a 17-yard scamper.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you that don't know that much about North Gwinnett's wide receivers, I mean, they have 3, I'm not going to even say very good receivers. They got 3 great wide receivers. Caleb Scott, Nate Brown, and Almanzo Brown. I mean, these guys are studs.
They are. All 3 of them will probably play D1 ball somewhere. And now Nate and Caleb are seniors. Almanzo just a junior. And there's a good throw across the middle to Daniel Emidobibi, who makes a great diving catch at about the 10-yard line.
It looks like the offensive line's getting just a little bit more of a push. Wide receivers are getting open, and, North just looks crisp. So maybe it just took them a half a football to figure it out.
I think North does a pretty good job. I think their coaching staff does a pretty good job of making those adjustments, too. So here's a slant to Caleb, and it's picked off at the goal line, it looks like.
Boy, that was a really nice pick, Steve.
Yeah, on a quick slant like that, the ball was just a little bit ahead of Caleb,
but that was a real great catch, because that was a low throw.
That was a low throw. The defender had to dive and was diving behind Caleb Scott, and it just missed Caleb and went to the defender.
Well, that's going to put the ball on the 1-yard line.
Well, I guess if there's a silver lining on this cloud, it's that
it wasn't a touchback, and they don't get to come out to the 20. So maybe with the pressure that North has been applying all night, we can do that again on this series.
Yeah. Look for Dante and Henri.
Another
number 3.
21. We got another Noah Lyman right there in the middle.
Oh, looks like we might have offsides on North. Unless we got him to jump.
Yeah, it was kind of a crash in on seal up the middle there. You know that they're going to try to run it to get themselves a little bit of breathing room. Sure enough, Bill, that was a defensive offsides. The ball moved out to the 6.
Yeah, that's a bad mental mistake right there. You know, you just don't want to give them. I mean, there's 5 yards, then there's a difference of being on the 1 and the 5. Huge difference.
Not to mention it's now 1st and 5, and takes a lot of that, pressure and puts it squarely on the North defense.
So it's 1st down from the 5-yard line, handoff up the middle, nothing there at all.
Good pressure, good penetration by the North defensive line again, and it looks like they may have lost a yard.
Looks like Dante Sawyer and Carter Crossan on the tackle. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 with the 5-yard penalty. So loss of 1 on the play.
So North needs to stay focused here and get the penetration, get another big stop on this 2nd down play. In the shotgun.
Whoa.
We've got.
It's got to be on the offense.
Yeah. Is that a delay of game?
It's definitely before the snap, so it's got to be offense, yep.
So they'll move it halfway.
And bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I think they should take it the whole 5. I mean, they got the whole 5 on our penalty.
I know. Well, backs them up just slightly.
Inside the 3.
Stephenson going with just a 2 wide out set with a
single back, hand off to the single back. He tries to stretch it and then cut it back, but North's there and keep him right at about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, really good containment there by North, keeping the ball, the runner in the middle of the field and just letting the guys gang up on him. That's going to bring up 3rd down and long, so.
Now this was more what we envisioned before that penalty on 1st down. So again, this plays right into the North's defensive hands. They've had the penetration and pressure all night tonight.
Yeah, very, very tough to get big chunks of yards against North, considering they blitz on just about every play. So the quarterback does not have that much time at all. You fake the handoff.
Little screen pass, and it's
played
well.
Touchdown,
Fumble,
North. Beautiful play. Who was that?
North strips the ball and recovers it in the end zone.
Good job. Heady play. Is that Bobby Young?
That's Bobby Young. He came up to defend the running back. It was a little screen, a little delayed screen out of the backfield, and he, as the safety came up, heads up play, stripped the ball.
That's just smart football. I mean, he knew
the running back was going to work and work and work for extra yards, and he took advantage of that and stole the ball.
Yeah. And guess what? When you only have to carry it in 2 yards, that's about what I'd like to take it in.
All right.
But a blocked extra point. Not sure if it was a bad snap, but a really low kick.
Or a bad hold or what, but the ball did not make it over the top of the linemen's heads, and it'll be 6-0 on that defensive score by the North Gwinnett Bulldogs.
Really nice play there by Bobby Young. Bobby, senior, got a lot of playing time. I think he started as a junior at safety. Just a really, really good ball player. Very steady, and just a really heady play. Knew he had the tackle and went for the strip. You know, it's just, you can't teach that enough. It's just really good football.
Great play, and that leads to the first score and the first lead for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that's gotta jack you up.
For sure. So the defense will head back out on the field after this kickoff, and I'm sure try to bottle up and contain the Jaguars once again.
Well, a lot of bad things can happen when you're backed up in your end of the field within your own 5-yard line, and North took full advantage of that. So, unfortunate that they got intercepted, but great job by the defense stepping it up and putting some points on the board. North, not a team that plays a lot of low-scoring ball games. Typically scores a lot of points as well, does Stephenson. Here comes the kick. Taking it about the 4. Straight up the middle. Makes a few guys miss.
Pretty good run back out to the 27, 28-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice run. Just kept his feet working.
He did.
Oh, but we got another flag.
Kept churning. And, that was a lot of north-south running right there.
Yeah. That's a lot of your linemen helping push your guy down the field.
Yep, let's see what the call is. Personal foul against
another
Stephenson.
personal foul on Stephenson.
So at about the 30, so that should back him up to about the 15-yard line.
Sure will. And, it just gives you another another long field to work.
Yep. Well, it looks like.
I know it's just your first, but that's just about the only thing you don't want to see, Steve. You don't want to see just, stupid mistakes, because those are just mental mistakes.
Right. Probably what happened was someone came in at the end to pile on. And
somebody got chippy, it's usually the last guy that gets caught.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 12.
Really backs them up.
Yeah, after a good return, they're now back
with the 13-yard line. First down and 10 for Stephenson at the 13. Stephenson's been hit with a couple really, really big penalties. One on a touchdown called back late in the second quarter.
North bringing it. It's a little bit of a handoff swing.
Oh, boy. That was a nice tackle there. That's Carter, or is that Avery?
It was probably the two of them. One of them grabbed him, and the other one hit him.
Number 24, Avery Alford. Big hitter.
No gain on the play, maybe even a loss of 1. It's on the 12. And so, Avery with a big stick on that play. We've got the quarterback for Stephenson in the shotgun. Single back. 3 wide receivers. 2 to the far side. Tries to go on the flat. He does. He completes the ball out in the flat.
Really nice juke there by the receiver. That's number 3. He's had a couple nice catches tonight, Stevie. But I think North personnel was not ready for that play. They didn't have anybody on him.
No, and that juke got Parker Seacrest off his game. But it looks like, really, in terms of consistency, that number 3, the tight end that they sometimes move out into the slot, is the guy. He's the go-to guy right now. Yeah,
he's on the left side of the line right now. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 here for Stephenson. So big 1 yard.
I formation. They go to the back, and he weaves his way through. Gets some number 25 pushes the ball all the way out to the 36-yard line.
Yep, really nice run. Tackle there by Carter Cross, number 14.
You know, sometimes you work so hard at trying to stop that 1 yard gain and force the punt, and if they get past that initial line, there's not a lot to stop him. And I think he got into the secondary, and that's why he picked up the big gain.
Just a really nice run by their running back. Pass over to the left or to the right. Taken down.
One, again, another pass out in the flat. It's like the receiver pushes his guy up and then breaks it back. Got a substitution, someone in for Connor Clyde as he comes out. In I formation, 2 wide receivers.
2nd down and 4.
So that throws backwards. If he recovers, and it just goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a lateral. That would have been North's ball. That was behind the line of scrimmage.
It was behind the line of scrimmage, and the throw actually went backwards as it was on its way to the wide receiver. It went off the wide receiver, and if our defender had been able to get his hands on it, I think you're right. We would have been first down dogs.
Yeah, unfortunate the ball took a Stephenson hop out of bounds.
Yep.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for Stephenson.
I think the defense is getting some new faces out there, and we've got a drop back pass. He's lofting it up over the top. Good defense, and it's going to...
Great defense. That's number 12, Bobby Young again.
Bobby Young.
And that was covering number 3, Steve.
There's number 3 again, but Bobby went up in that jump ball kind of situation and was able to knock the ball away.
Yeah, really, really good job there by Bobby. Not only did he earlier show his ball hawk skills, but that was just great defense. Because it looked like Stephenson was building a little momentum there.
Yeah, a little bit of a touch pass to their I wouldn't be surprised if that kid plays basketball during the winter, the way he goes up for the ball. Got a punt off, kind of shank to the right, and it gets a Stephenson hop, rolls all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, it's a nice fortunate bounce there.
Yeah, it could have. I think that had more backspin on it than my normal wedge shot, but unfortunately, the way a football can bounce, it bounced their way.
Yep.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 26.
North still with their starters in. Hayden in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the left. Handoff up the middle to Wesley Edwards. Wesley pickup of about 3 yards, going to bring up 2nd down and 7. And oh my Lord, we have another flag.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling this is going to be another personal foul here on Stephenson.
I think so. It seemed like, it was a good, block, and they were playing to the whistle, but then at the end, the Stephenson kid looked like he took a swing.
Yep.
Personal foul, face mask.
That's going to be another 15-yard penalty. And that's going to give North.
It's going to give North great field position. Now it's going to be 1st down near the 40.
I know Coach Spires right at this point would really like this offense to put 6 up on the board, Steve.
Yeah, he wants.
I mean, they have been able to move the ball, at times in chunks, some big plays, but have yet to just have a full, complete drive.
Yeah, I think coming out of halftime, they've made their adjustments. Now, let's see if and they marched right down the field last time.
Right.
So, but they weren't able to punch it in. So I think that he'd love to see them put some points up.
Oh, beautiful fake there by Hayden.
Yep.
Nice catch there by Daniel, number 15. I don't even try to say his last name, Steve. I'll let you have that one.
And Matter Beebe, and I think it's more Bay. But yeah, it's
But really good play action fake there by Hayden. I mean, and he had me faked. I thought it for sure was a handoff. So
yep, the defensive end bit, and that left Daniel, the tight end, to sneak out into the flat and catch a nice ball from Hayden.
Handoff up the middle to Edwards. He's got some room.
He changes direction.
He's
He's
very fast.
Very
fast. Shifty.
He can change directions in a heartbeat, and that's what he did there. The play was designed to go left, and he turned it back to the right and picked up 6 yards.
2nd down and 4 for North. North goes 3 wides to the left.
Caleb
Scott to the right.
Lone receiver down here near us, and Hayden in the shotgun. Rolls out, hits his running back, Wesley Edwards, out, and who hung on to the ball, and it's going to be, I think, 3rd and 1 maybe.
Yeah, you know what? That was, great whack by number 27 from Stephenson, but really good job by Wesley to hang on to that ball because he got hit.
As soon as he went to turn that up, he got hit.
Yeah.
So Aaron Amin into the game. And they've got Daniel spread wide here near us. Caleb up top on the far side. And the handoff is to Wesley, and he gets the 1st down.
Yep, that'll be a 1st down for North.
He only needed 1, and it looks like he got 2, so it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down. Nice run there by Wesley.
Have we seen them huddle one time tonight? I don't know that we have.
Other than on a penalty, no.
Yeah. They're sticking with their traditional spread, hurry up offense, fake handoff, a little bit of a rollout to the right. Oh, there should be a little bit of a flag on that. As Caleb tried to go to number 11.
And yeah.
He was...
that was very cuspy. Very cuspy. That could have easily been called.
Yeah, number 9, who got the penalty for the face mask a few plays ago, was all over number 11, Amin, and it looks like they decided it was good defense.
They can't get them all right. That's 2nd down and 10 for North. 3 wide receivers to the right. Handoff up the middle to Edwards. Pickup of about 2 or 3. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, with as fast and as quick as those Stephenson defenders are on the front line, I just don't see a delay like that getting you big yardage. It was great on that 1st down, or the 3rd down play to get the 1st down. They're extremely quick up front.
So it's 3rd down and 8 here for North on the 35-yard line. 6-0 lead.
There we go.
Pass interference.
Hayden laid that one up for Caleb Scott to go get it, and the defender drug him to the ground. So we've got pass interference on that side.
We've got two fouls here, Steve. I have a feeling one's going to be on the offense and one's going to be on the defense.
Yeah, it looks like Almanzo Brown was caught up with his defender on the near side here, Bill, and I'm just going to take a minute to sort this one out. Of course, Coach Spire's pointing like it's against Stephenson. If they're both against, if there's holding on this side maybe and pass interference on the other side, then
yeah, you could have offsetting penalties here.
Neither team seems to be moving. We've got a hold against Stephenson, according to the head official, on the 1st, and then a dead ball personal foul against North Gwinnett.
Right. So that's actually going to back North up.
So we get the 1st down on the pass interference.
Yeah, it should be first down and 15.
And then they back them up. I wonder if this is one of those situations where it's going to be just first and 10, but they'll move them backwards 15 yards from the spot of the
I
previous
really don't
foul.
know why they haven't changed the. They have it at third. They have it at third down. But that's not right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they gave Caleb Scott the first down.
Right, and then they backed up.
They
15.
back it up 15, and it's first and 10 from the 39-yard line.
All right, so it's first down north at the right at about the 40.
After a 3-yard loss.
Yeah.
So they hand off to Wesley. He gets
Got
outside.
we're gonna have offensive holding here on north. It's gonna back him up another 10.
And again, as quick as Wesley is, he was strung out by that Stephenson defense to the far side.
Yeah. It's C.J. Leggett coming back in the game. We did have offensive holding. It's going to bring up first down and 20 for North. And North is heading in the wrong direction right now. All right, well, let's see if North can get something going here. I mean, this is some sloppy football.
Now, why would they back him up 15 yards? It's first and 30. No, first and 25. That's odd. Other than a personal foul, which I did not see what the signal was from the head umpire. Goes deep, the outside.
Oh, boy. That was a really nice throw there by Hayden.
Yeah, Caleb came out of his break, and the ball was right there. Went off his shoulder pad and falls incomplete. That would have been about 15 yards. That would have got that 15 yards back.
That was a really nice throw. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't catch the ball, but a really nice throw. Good route. Just wasn't able to hang on to the ball.
I think we've seen some good. There's a quick throw to the flat, and if he can get away, got about 10. Trying to. Is that number 1 on the far side, or is that Caleb again?
That's Caleb, I'm pretty sure. I think you have to take advantage right here of Nate.
Yeah, Nate's been pretty quiet.
Nate's ability right here.
Let him go down the field. And
nice throw there by Hayden.
Nice throw. There was some contact early.
I think it was just a nice catch.
But he did make a good catch, and it's right near the sticks. So it looks like maybe less than a yard for a first down.
I think Caleb just did a great job of shielding himself.
He really did. He used his body well. And Hayden threw that ball where only Caleb could catch it.
I mean, it was really just a great job.
4th and 1. Hayden in the shotgun, and he, with a hard count, looks like he got Stephenson across the line of scrimmage for an defensive offsides.
That's a great job. You know, you practice that an awful lot.
Of course, the Stephenson coach is saying, just watch the ball.
You know it's coming. You know the hard count's coming. So first down for North at the 25-yard line.
You know, I think that's one of those things that the hurry-up offense does. I mean, you've got these defenders, and here we've got
That's Leggett. Hard run up the middle, pick up about 4.
Yep, great run. Hard run there. But, you know, that hurry-up offense gets those defenders, you know, such that they have to react so quick. So with 47 seconds left in the third, North driving. Looks like another pass to number 15, Daniel Emitter-Beebe.
Daniel's had a really big game today. He's been a really big part of the offense.
He has. He's a big target.
Timeout here by North with 36 seconds to go in the third quarter with a 6-0 lead. They just converted a first down on a offsides by Stephenson. The quarterback was able to get him to jump. That's just tough, you know. 4th and inches, and you know on 4th and inches the refs are watching it even that much closer.
Yep.
And all it takes is just a flinch. Just a flinch.
Well, the only thing I can say is that those two guys who came across the line are glad they weren't the only one.
That's true. Thanking the other one.
But he did a great job of getting them to jump. And
It's something as an offense that you practice that play an awful lot.
And we've got another 3rd and short here after that catch by Daniel.
3rd down and 1. North going out of the shotgun. Wouldn't surprise me if this is a handoff to CJ. But let's see here. 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hayden in the shotgun.
Dumps it off to CJ. Oh, a little pressure on Hayden, and he tried to hit CJ in the flat, and pass was off. But I think they probably figured that this was 2-down territory.
Well, it's going to be 4th and inches again, and I think this is a smart play.
Yeah. Let's make it a 2-score game.
Yeah, and you know, we missed the last one, so let's try to get our kicker some confidence here.
He's going to be kicking from about the 27.5, 22.5, so about a 32-yard attempt. Kick is up. It looks straight, and it's good.
There we go.
So North puts 3 points on the board and makes it a 2-score game and leads 9-0 with 25 seconds to go in the third.
And that's a big kick for Michael D'Angolo. Michael last year, first game of the season, had a game-winning field goal with no time left against Colquitt at the Corky Kell. So very important to get him confidence. North will open up the regular season once again at the Dome this year against Camden County. Camden, a perennial power in the state of Georgia.
Always in the hunt at the end of the season, and we'll be there a week from tomorrow. North plays at 5:30 at the Georgia Dome. Another great experience for the boys. Go down, play at the home of the Falcons.
Yeah, great experience. And North's been playing in the Corky Kell in the Dome for a couple of years now, so good stuff. 9-0 here. 25 seconds to go in the third quarter with the Bulldogs 9-0. I know the defense would like to try to post a shutout. We'll see if Coach Spires in the fourth quarter gets a couple more guys in the ball game. We start calling a couple new numbers. D'Angola's kick.
Pushes it to about the 3-yard line.
Yep.
And again, oh my goodness, he breaks through.
Oh,
but a fumble, and will it go out of bounds? And who's going to end up on top of that? About the 40-yard line with a run straight up the middle. He's full speed, and that ball just comes flying out. Someone got a hand in there, but it looks like the ball again takes another Stephenson bounce out of bounds at about the 44. It'll be 1st and 10 Jaguars.
Wow. That was really fortunate. So that's going to bring up first down for Stephenson at the 45-yard line, just at about the 45. 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
It looks like we got Robert Pucciarella, number 3, in. That's not Bobby Young at safety, so it looks like we are getting some new faces into the lineup here. Handoff towards us. Good pursuit by North, about a gain of 1.
Tackled by number 37, Matt Andruski.
Pucciarella comes out of the game, and that's the end of the third quarter. So as we go into quarter number 4, it's 9-0 Bulldogs. Switch ends of the field here, and again, it looks like we'll be calling out some new names as we go into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, North playing some great defense, you know, real great pursuit to the ball. And I mean, Stephenson hasn't had this good a field position in a long time.
Yeah, they've threatened a couple times, and it just seems like whenever they get inside the north end of the field, they shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, other than that big play they had that was called back, you know, they've really just been, you know, getting it in chunks of 5 and 10.
Yeah, North's kind of that bend but don't break. And like you said, other than that one long play that got called back, the North defense has had the advantage tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've got Chase Young in at one of the corners now, and it's like wholesale changes for the North Gwinnett defense.
No, that's good to see. Starting the fourth quarter here.
We've got a pass out to the wide receiver, and he is able to pick up about 8, maybe 9 on the play. Looks like it's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
A nice play there by Stephenson, picking up a nice chunk of yards.
Looks like Trayshawn Moore is out on the field now. Quarterback drops back. We've got an in
Nice
route
throw.
by the wide receiver. Chase Young misses the initial tackle, and let's see if we can get some more names out there. Looks like Moises Arias was in on that, and
Trayshawn Moore,
Colby
number 20.
Jenkins in at safety now, number 17. '57, Mitchell Gladstein. So North's trying to bring some pressure.
Oh, nice run up the middle there.
Running back jukes a couple of guys and gets it all the way down inside the 10-yard line.
Really nice run there by number 28.
That was one of those plays that in the backfield, it was just inches from being a great play by the defense, but the running back made a great move. Ran north-south, straight up the middle.
Yep. Kept his feet moving.
Another little move to make the safety miss, and next thing you know, it's 1st and goal.
Got a flag on the play here.
It's like an illegal, is that an illegal substitution, Bill?
There might be too many men on the field.
Could be. It's against the Jaguars anyway, moves them back to the 12. So that's a little bit of help for the defense. First and goal at the 12 is better than first and goal at the 7.
Mm-hmm. These are when the yards become critical. Stevenson's still having personnel issues. Having guys coming in and out. That's first down at the 12-yard line for Stephenson. 12 yards to go.
Quarterback under center, I formation, 2 wideouts. Fakes the handoff, and it looks like he's going to, well, he was wrapped up. Now he's finally
great job.
Pushed to the ground at the 27. So great pursuit by North, probably a coverage sack.
I think that was Mitchell Gladstein again.
They only had 2 wideouts, so.
Well, just great pursuit. He didn't give up on that at all, Steve. And with as fast as this Stephenson quarterback is, you know, great job by North. I mean, they had the ball on on the 1-yard line?
Well, they were down at about the 7, and now they're backed up to the 26. So this young defense is pushing them backwards
with a bunch of new players.
We got 3 wide receivers.
Second down and 24. There goes the quarterback.
Quarterback's going to get out of the pocket on this one, but out of bounds at about the 8, maybe.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, whoever had contain on this near side, looks like maybe got sucked in or blocked in, but once he got the corner, it was a 20-yard run.
Yeah. And there's number 28 in the backfield again. It's 3rd down and 8 here for Stephenson.
Big down for this North Gwinnett defense.
Yeah, they sure would like to.
In the shotgun, they hand it off to 28. He tries to take it to the far side, cuts it back, and they're able to corral him about the 4-yard line.
That's going to bring up fourth down here.
So like we talked about, there's a lot of new faces there on defense. This stop at 4th and goal at the 4. And what a great experience for them early in this season to be out there and have this chance to come away victorious on this series of downs.
And there's a big number 28.
Got 2 wideouts to this side, no one to the far side. They go for I formation, 28 up the middle, and it looks like
he's in. That's a touchdown.
That was power running right there.
Yeah, it sure was.
So now.
So nice drive there by Stephenson.
Yep.
Getting 6 points on the board. Couple first downs by quarterback's good legs.
And they're going to go for the kick on the point after, and
yeah, he drilled it.
It's good. So 9-7 now with 8:52 left to play in the 4th quarter.
Well, good drive there by Stephenson.
We need the North Gwinnett offense to respond and make it a 2-score game again.
Well, still got a lot of football. Still got 8 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Tight ball game here. 9 Bulldogs 9, Stephenson 7.
Looks like Hayden may have a headset on, so Daniel Imidabibi is without a helmet, so it looks like we'll be seeing some new faces on offense as well.
That's good.
may even have some new faces on special teams here, Bill.
Well, I know North, you know, they want to get in as many players as they can. You know, sophomores, you know, juniors. You know, the more the merrier right now.
Looks like they just broke one of the benches on the sideline. So, I mean, coaches love to see that. It means they're gaining weight.
Yes, it's very important. Okay, so Stephenson set to kick off.
Got 2 deep for North at about the 12, 13 yard line. I think it's a little early for the onside.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
He kicks it straight away, goes to the far corner. We caught about the 10, running upfield, a couple of good moves, a nice spin, and the Bulldogs are going to be out at over the 30 yard line.
Nice run there by North. Yeah, it looks like offense brought in, seeing a whole bunch of new numbers. Seeing William out there, number 60.
Yep. Kyler Knudsen, number 81, comes in.
So that's good to see. Good to see North getting some more players.
Harold Johnson. Harold Johnson will be in for Almanzo. Knudsen comes in for Imitabibi. I think that we've got a couple of new wide receivers too. We'll call those out as soon as we can see their numbers. We've got a handoff.
That didn't go anywhere.
John Urzua is the new quarterback. He hands the ball off, and the tailback is met in the backfield.
That was a loss of 2 there by North. Brings up 2nd down and 12.
Looks like Keegan Cargill is in on the O-line. And looks like we had a little trouble with the clock. Did we lose power to the scoreboard? There it is.
We go.
Looks like we may have to adjust some things. It's showing 8:49.
All right,
There we
2nd down
go.
and 12 here for the Bulldogs. Urzula in at quarterback.
Oh, over the top to Knudsen, but just out of his reach.
Little high. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Bulldogs at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, just waiting for Knudsen to clear behind the linebacker. So the good news there was that the line gave him the time he needed to hang onto the ball
Yep.
and look for the receiver to break open.
Bring
Rolls out to the near side, throws to the wide receiver, but just misses him as well. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that was a quick series.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, 4th and long at their own, deep in their own territory, they're going to have to punt this one away. So a quick exchange of personnel, and we need a good long kick.
Sure do. We don't want to give them momentum. A short kick.
We need a good hop or good bounce. There we go. All right, well. Oh, the umpire looked like he wanted to throw a flag and threw some other pamphlet or something on the field and then found his flag.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that's on, to be honest with you.
Like just a good blocking exchange taking place, and a couple of players ended up on the ground and the flag came out.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a personal foul against North Gwinnett. So The ball came to rest at about the 46, and they're going to mark off another 15 to the 39-yard line of the North Gwinnett Bulldogs.
That's not what you want to see.
You know, those same sort of mental errors that we were seeing happen on the Stephenson side are being repeated on the north side right now.
Yeah, and you've seen it by a lot of the younger players here, Steve.
And now I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe they showed the personal foul the wrong direction, because now that umpire's run it all the way back to the 31 of Stephenson.
Can't figure this one out. Well, like we said, we weren't sure who it was to begin with, so.
It's a 30-yard swing.
Yep, and that's it's going to be first down and 10 for Stephenson at the 30. Trailing 9-7. Got a new tailback, number 47, in for Stephenson. Hand off to number 47.
Yeah, this North defense has got to step up and get a stop and get the ball back for the offense.
That's a run up the middle of about maybe 2 or 3 yards. Going to bring up second down at 7. Got just under 8 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Well, it looks like they gave him a pretty good spot there, and a run of 4. Second and 6. They got to get just over the 40-yard line for the first down.
Second down and 6 here for Stephenson at the 35-yard line. Handoff up the middle again.
Running play. He gets pulled down right about the 40, so he's going to need another yard. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Stephenson doing a good job of picking up some pretty good chunks of yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and a really short one. More like a half a yard.
Yep, probably about a half a yard. What a great confidence booster for these young kids if they could get the stop right here.
Stephenson with a lot of beef on that offensive line.
And they come in with the I formation, another power running formation like they did on the goal line stand. We've got a false start on the Jaguars.
If you were looking for a break, you just caught one.
That's what this young defense needed right here. A more manageable 3rd and a long 5 or a short 6.
Yeah, you go from 3rd and a half to 3rd and 5.5. Makes a big difference. 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the ball game. So North really needs to step it up here. Try to get the ball back for their offense.
In the shotgun, there's some pressure.
Oh boy.
Ball was thrown just out of the reach of the running back. He almost pulled it in.
Yeah, it was unfortunate for Stephenson because it looks like he had some yardage. Was going to have some yardage after the catch. But very fortunate here for North. Going to get the ball back with 6 minutes remaining. See if their offense can do something.
That's right. We needed that little turn of fortune right there.
Yeah.
Now what we need is a good return to put the offense in place with good field position. Stephenson, I'm sure they're juggling players as well, so it's taking a few guys running in and out to get the right personnel on the field.
Right.
And the snap. Over the punter's head. Will he get this one off? He still has a chance to punt it into the air. Oh, and it landed between the two kick returners, 2 punt returners.
And more flags on the field.
Heads up play by Chase Young to grab that ball and pick up a couple of yards. But yeah, more laundry. I think, you know, it's good to also mention that for the umpires, it's their first game of the season too. They're working out their kinks.
Right. New quarterback in the game, Grant Manning.
It looks like the umpires or the referees want to have their arms in good shape going into the regular season.
A lot of penalties.
So let's see. So we got Grant in at quarterback. Harold Johnson goes in motion. Grant looks into the flat, hits his running back, who breaks a tackle.
Oh,
picks
nice
up about
play.
9. Oh, another penalty. That was a great catch. Have we figured out who's in the backfield, Bill? Because that young man made a great catch.
No.
Personal foul against North Gwinnett. My goodness.
Another penalty on the offense.
Will that be from the spot? So it's going to end up being second and about 14 because they were 2nd and 1. So the ball moves back to the 28-yard line, and it's going to be first or second and about 15, it looks like.
North does not look like they.
So they come to the line. 4 wide receivers, single set, single back, and Manning in the shotgun. He tries to throw it out to his running back, who the ball was out of his reach, but I think if he had put his hands up to catch that one, he'd have been hurting.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 16.
Let's see if North decides to try to stretch the field with this new set of players in there.
5 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the ball game. North hanging on to a 9-7 lead. 3rd down and 16 for the Bulldogs. At the 27-yard line. Manning in the shotgun. Comes a blitz.
And they get it out to the, boy, all a bunch of dump off. And
just a bunch of chippiness out there now.
Yeah, late hits and pushing and shoving.
Boy, this game's just getting really sloppy.
Yeah, unfortunately, every time they throw a flag, it stops the clock. So is it going to be 3rd and 30, or is it going to be 3rd and short?
I think it's going to be 3rd and 30.
He's moving the direction to confirm your suspicion. And it looks like at about 15-yard line, North Gwinnett is going to have it 3rd about 30. And now they're moving the other direction.
Oh, Jesus.
So maybe they were offsetting. I think they could have been offsetting fouls.
Yeah, that's got to be what it was.
Although they only pointed one direction, but you need this offense needs a big play right here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Lost. Can you decline a? I don't understand that one. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what that was, Steve.
I'm not sure because I didn't think you could. Now we'll probably have a delay of game. Yes. So there's the delay of game, and it'll back up the North Gwinnett Bulldogs another 5. So they moved him back, but then they brought it back. So I guess what they're saying was the Jaguars declined the penalty, but I didn't think you could decline a dead ball foul.
I don't know. The North coaching staff all has their hands up in the air. So anyway, North is punting with 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Boy, this has been a long minute.
Good kick and a good bounce, and it's fielded at the 40. We had a guy on it, but the return man escapes and picks up probably about 7. Looks like Jaguars are going to get the ball at about the 46-yard line, and we got a North player down.
Mm-hmm.
So Doug Wardy, our trainer here at North, will head across and
Get his work in for the evening.
yep, check on the injured Bulldog.
Well, I don't know about you, Steve, but this last 2 or 3 minutes seems like about a quarter and a half.
Yeah, you can't have a flag on every play and maintain any kind of rhythm.
No. And that gives the ball to Stephenson with great field position. Still a lot of time left on the clock.
Yeah, the North defense has got to come out, stay on fire, and get another stop.
Mm-hmm. Still not sure who the injured Bulldog is.
Yeah, I haven't been able to see that number at all. Looks like there's is that 91? Is that our friend Cody Butcher?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Looked like it's a big guy.
Mm-hmm. It very well could be number 91.
So yeah, it looks like that's 91 Cody Butcher coming off with the trainer and Coach Thompson, and maybe a slight ankle sprain or something, a little bit of a limp there. So Stephenson goes back to work. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Yep, 4:46 remaining in the fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle, and he is just met.
All right, guys, when the whistle blows, you can go ahead and let go.
Otherwise, we're going to see a couple more flags.
That's the first play in a while, I think, that we don't see any yellow on the field.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's a good sign and a good stop. Again, good penetration as the North defense has had all night. You know, if you hit that guy in the backfield, they usually stop him.
Mm-hmm. Second down to 14, 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
Stephenson goes to 3 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on top. And it's quarterback keeper after fake little play action to the running back. He picks up about 7. making it a manageable third down at 6 to go. Maybe
Big.
7.
Yeah, big play here by North. Sure would like to get the ball back. Have another offensive series. And the main thing is just get Stephenson's offense off the field.
That's right. Because a field goal for Stephenson would change the game here. So the quarterback in the shotgun, he throws it out in the flat, overthrows.
Well overthrown. Let's just scan the field for flags.
None.
Believe it or not, I don't see any.
Now late in the game, with the game on the line, do they go for it here?
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so. Not at this field. Still got 3 minutes to go. And North's offense really hasn't been able to do anything the last 2 series. If I'm North, though, I'd be hoping for I'd be a little bit more aware of a high snap.
Yeah. Sometimes those high snaps are followed by a low snap, as there's a little overcompensation. But either way, I think there's a possibility for a good return here.
Nope, great snap.
Low line drive kick. Chase Young fields it a little over the shoulder, and he gets taken down at the 18-yard line.
Nice tackle there.
Yeah, good tackle. They forced Chase to move laterally, and he could not make the corner. So goes down around the 18, and it'll be 1st and 10 with 2:53 to play in the game.
Once again, looks like a whole bunch of different Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's oh, they had that little, oh, wow, they had the flanker screen, and receiver made the catch, bobbled the ball, found it again, pickup of about 5. Looks like the third set of receivers for the Bulldogs. Number 16 comes running in.
Jonathan
Waters. Gets out to the flat. Incomplete pass.
Boy, it looked like he had some running room over there to the right.
He could have picked up a few. Not sure if he'd have got that first down, but now it's yeah, it's 3rd and long. What is that? 3rd and 9.
Grayson Fowler in the ball game. Minute 59, 3rd down and 9. They're down to 9 here for the Bulldogs.
Stephenson looking like they're going to put some pressure. He swings it out to the running back, number 23.
Brad Harvey,
who picks up a couple. It's going to be 4th down at about the 21-yard line, 4th and 6.
Okay. So the North punting unit on once again.
Quick change of personnel, and they need to try and push Stephenson back as far as they can with the minute 15 to go. Low kick, gets a good North Gwinnett hop, can't be fielded, and it'll be down about the 45 of Stephenson.
Ball down on the 44-yard line. Jags take over.
Not a bad kick, not a bad punt.
Good result.
Bunch of new players, bunch of new numbers out there.
Bunch of new numbers out there. Trayshawn Moore, I see number 20. I see Chase Young is still in the game at cornerback on this near side.
Got a minute and 4 remaining in the ball game.
Oh,
There's
and the
an
ball is
interception.
thrown up in the air, trying to get it to the running back, and our North Gwinnett defensive lineman stepped in and
That
took
was
it
a
away.
really, you know what? That was a really nice play.
That's what this young defense needed. It's like number 57 was in on that. Mitchell Gladstein again. So it's 1st and 10, Bulldogs at the 30. And then comes John Urzua again for another series. Let's see if this batch of players can, and John sneaked out of it. He was in the backfield between two defenders, and he snuck out of there.
Yeah, that was a nice run there by John. Keeps the clock running with 34 seconds remaining.
Stepped up, made a play. 2nd and 3. John in the shotgun step, he's out, rolling out. Pulls it in, loses 5.
That's okay.
Clock keeps
Clock
running.
running, and that should do it.
This young offense may want to get one more play in before the end of the game, Bill.
Looks like they're going to try.
2-1. And the time expires with your final score. The North Bulldogs 9 and the Stephenson Jaguars 7.
Well, I think we saw some good things. We saw some pretty good things. And we saw a lot of things that can be worked on. But with this being their first, what do you want to call it, preseason game?
Yeah. Full speed with the pads, and I think they've got some stuff that, sure, that they can work with and work on.
Absolutely. Thought the defense looked great first half. Offense got stuff moving. But then again, Stephenson's a really good football team. So I think both teams can use this as a learning experience. Go watch the tape and get ready for football next week. So we appreciate you guys listening to us. You guys can watch this on ghsatv.com, North Gwinnett. This is Bill Gilshin,
And
along with Steve Knutson. And once again, we appreciate you guys listening to us on North Gwinnett football. You guys have a good weekend.
night.
Take care.